YouTubers.
Hi, YouTubers.
Welcome back to Ecto Portal. Tonight's show, of course, is going to be VOODOO. If you want to check VOODOO out in the podcast, right after this video of the paranormal news, go right down to fccfreeradio.com and look for Ecto Portal in the upper right-hand search. And you can download the podcast for tonight. I think it was pretty good. Our guest was great, Tommy Netzman.
Yep.
So, first of all, we're going to do the paranormal news with Linda right now, and we'll get right to it.
Let's do it. Hi guys. Hello YouTubers. Hello everybody in Radio Land too. Okay, so my first story is horror in the house. And this is an unknown man. And he heard noise upstairs, caught a shadow figure on video. Where? Unknown. When? It was in February 21st, 2017. After a party in this man's house, he heard a sound of strange playing upstairs. And when he got to the video camera to investigate, he was hoping to catch a footage of something strange. What happened? Well, anyhow, he goes up in the room, and it looks like it's his daughter's room, because it had a lot of stuffed animals and everything. Well, yeah, well,
it's very
you never know with some people.
That's true.
Anyhow, it was probably a child's room. Most likely it is. She had a lot of stuffed animals and everything. So he was panning his phone camera, I guess. He had a phone camera around the bedroom. And you can see all the stuffed animals and stuff. But there's one blank wall that doesn't have stuff on it. And you can see, if you look very closely, a shadow figure walking by. It looks like a person, a human walking
it's
by.
It's very, very good too.
Yeah, excellent.
Should
And
we show
then,
them that
and it doesn't look like a shadow of the gentleman who's doing the camera or anything.
No.
You can see this.
He's looking across the room.
Yeah, and then there's so he goes out of her room and follows the noise and everything. Goes up the stairs. And then there's like toys, like a ball or something like that. So he walked downstairs and then this ball starts bouncing. So I'm going to show you the video and you decide and see what you see.
Take a look. Look at this figure. It's really cool. What did you think? I thought it was a really good
I thought it was very
figure.
good. The ball thing, I don't know. That was kind of,
I know, that's what gave me doubts, was the ball bouncing down the stairs.
yeah, bouncing,
It's
because I know he passed by
is
the
this
ball and he
overkill?
probably moved it, and maybe it bounced by
It
itself.
makes me think overkill too.
I don't know.
But it's interesting.
But it was a very interesting, and I'm very impressed with it.
If
And,
it's real,
yeah.
I'm impressed.
I mean, I became a shadow expert since I saw so many shadows over the weekend. Anyhow, so my second story is a ghost hunter claims a picture showing a spirit of an old lady at a haunted burrow. Cool, huh? Okay, so who is the lady? She's a paranormal investigator. Her name is Judy Cockford, and she spotted a ghost in a burrow next door and took 2 pictures. And this is at Dorchester in the UK. And this happened in February 21st, 2017. Judy Cockford. She's 55 years old, and she took 2 pictures of a ghost while visiting the house on her day off to pick out new granite work surfaces. The paranormal investigator saw what appeared to be a spirit of an old lady in the neighborhood and property managed to take 2 pictures. So the home belongs to the kitchen seller's daughter, later thought to be a distant relative called Annie, on a ghost, with the ghost of her black cat. So I guess it was an old lady and a black cat who used to live in this house.
So she's holding the cat?
So she's holding the kit.
Okay.
And she said, I didn't even think about investigating anywhere. It was my day off, said Judy, who runs the Equinox Paranormal in Wakefield, wherever the heck that is. And sudden, yeah, I know, it's in England somewhere there. And sudden, we stood looking at the workshop, and he said he see a woman in her house. He was obviously quite unsettled by this. It was not his daughter, so I suggested we watched her and see what she would do, and she wasn't moving. So the pair managed to take a picture of the spirits, stood there for 10 to 15 minutes, which that's wow. I guess she was really curious about these people. Mm-hmm. And before disappearing, and they went back to take a closer look. And the first time the spirit seemed to be seen in the burrow, Judy started to investigate it. Apparently his daughter had sorts of happenings in the house. She added the strange going-ons and the people seeing things and items and things being moved around. So I guess they said that strange things are going on. Anyhow, so when they got a picture of the lady, this was in the late 1800s, I asked who Annie was and said it was an old relative back in the late 1800s. And they gave me a picture of her, and she said that she was known to have a black cat. Mm-hmm. So the most shocking that both pictures of woman that she had clearly a black cat on her shoulders, and she was she was in the picture with a black cat. So I'm gonna stop right here, and we can take a look at the picture.
All right, let's take a look at those photographs right now. Okay, what do you think?
I really had to look at it a lot to
I did too.
really take a
You know what it
good
looked like
look
to
at
me?
it. It looked like the window was smudged.
It looked like someone went,
Yeah, that's it. Like
and
I
wiped
went,
it with
"Ugh."
their hands.
That's what it looks like to me.
It doesn't look like
It doesn't look like a
doesn't look
cat.
like
I don't see a
anything.
cat. I don't see the lady.
So,
But
so how could they tell it's a woman with the black? Or
The
they,
Matrixin?
I guess so. I don't know. But you decide what you
Yeah.
see. This is what I see. That's what Tony
That's
sees.
what I see.
Yeah.
Our personal opinion.
And that's our personal opinion. Okay, this other one really intrigued me. This one is a Spanish town calls an exorcist when a worker hears a sound in a hallway. And this is who, the council worker, was spotted a ghost lurking in the dark hallway and took a cell phone picture. Where was this? This is at Vegas de la Ginal in Granada, Spain, February 3rd, 2017. A council worker in Spain claimed to spot a ghost lurking outside the council office in a small town outside of Granada. The councilor was working late in the town hall in Vegas de la Ginal. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with names. Pronouncing things. On February 3rd, anyhow, and then the air suddenly turned cold. And then he told the local paper it was unusual cold in the office, so I put on my coat, got out to go to the bathroom, and then that's when I heard a strange rustling around the hallway, and there was someone dragging files across the floor. Well, anyhow, what he discovered, he took a picture of this figure, and it looks like a child in this picture. It's pretty darn good. And I'm going to have you show that picture.
All right, take a look at this photograph right here. It looks like a child.
It looks like a child. I mean,
It's like
that's
a toddler.
pretty darn good picture. So, so that's what he took. I guess he was just like, they thought he was skeptic and he didn't believe in ghosts, and now he does.
Nice.
So, you decide what you see in that picture too, but it's actually an excellent picture.
I see a child.
I see a child. Okay, kiddos, my last story. It's really pretty interesting. This one is a ghost of a doctor seen by hospital staff video.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, okay, so hospital staff
Yep.
and saw the ghost of a deceased doctor opening a gate on security camera. And the hospital is, now here we go, Parajon Ores de Familia in northern Argentina. And this, when was this? Was February 22nd. It was today. And the staff at the haunted hospital fear they set up CCTV footage of a door mysteriously opening up and down the ghost of a dead doctor. Now, I think personally it could be anybody, or maybe there's a
They just
malfunction.
assume it's the doctor.
They figure it's the doctor probably because maybe he just died recently. Who
Did he
knows?
just open a gate?
Well, the monitor shows a secure camera video of the hospital.
Does he have a uniform?
No.
I don't think it's that.
A gate open without any human intended. You know, no human was opening it up, the garage door. Only, you know. Well, anyhow, it's not the first time the employees at the historical hospital building left quaking in their boots over suspicion of paranormal activity, according to the news website. The spirit appears in quarters, mysterious loud bangs, sudden drop in temperature, and has all been reported at the hospital during the hours of darkness. The latest suspect sighting is being blamed on a mischievous medic who worked in the hospital before he died. And the deceased doc is said to be making, he used to make jokes at the expenses of both patients and colleagues during when he was working there. So I'm going to show you the video.
All right, let's take a look at that video clip right now. So what do you think?
It could be the doctor, or it could be the
The
medic,
nurse.
or it could be a nurse, or it could be
someone from across
anybody,
the street.
or there's probably a malfunction in their garage and they don't know it.
Yeah, that's
But anyhow, I mean, they're just putting that two to two together, with,
I call it
things
lots of
going on in the
ass
hallways
function.
and everything. But hospitals are notorious of people dying all the time.
Yeah.
And
Could be
there's
a
always
patient.
spirits. It could be patients. It could be
patients,
anybody.
exactly.
It's a
But you
hospital.
make that
It could be
decision.
Cleopatra.
It could be Cleopatra. She went to go and visit Argentina. But you decide what you like and everything, and that's it for the news.
All right, let's play you out. Okay, folks, thank you for the paranormal news.
You're welcome.
So tonight's show, Voodoo.
Voodoo.
So you
Voodoo.
YouTubers out there, if you want to continue on, listen to our podcast for tonight's subject with our special guest, Tony Netspan.
And it'd be worth it.
It'll be
will.
good.
It'll be great. So
Yeah.
make sure you go to fccfreeradio.com, search for Ecto Portal on the top right-hand side, And you can download this podcast and all of our other
Yep, all the other
podcasts.
archives, yep.
Lots and lots of topics. You'll love the topics we have to offer.
Yep.
And be sure to be right back here next week for more paranormal news and more of the podcast. So see you next week,
Bye.
YouTubers.
See you next week.
Portal.